And ciao, nice people! Welcome to the stream, I meant. Hello, we are back on RPG Maker, as everyone can see. And hello, Drake. First, no, you're the second one. I'm the first. Just a technicality, but it's true. So we are here again on our game. Let me just hide a little thing. Wait, let me hide just a little thing. This one and this one. Okay. So what are we doing today is play the or fix a bunch of things all around, because we already have a bunch of mini games, but we're missing a detail or another for most of them. Let's see. I'm working a little on the colors. I may want to add or to change color for each button in the background, but I will see later. Okay, for example, here we have the fishing minigame, and the idea is pretty simple. Well, we should change the dimension of the bar, but the minigame is not honest, because, for example, if I have the shark, and even if I do it correctly, you can see that it's still going away. Well, I'm not doing it correctly anyway, but you can see that apart from being stuck at the end. Yeah, there are two problems. One is, even if I do partially right, I'm still losing, right? Look at this, it's still going very away. Well, okay, I'm bad, but not only that, here it says game over boy, but it's still here, you can see. It's not over, unless I press it a bunch more times and I lose for loss of HP. Because you have two ways to lose, right? Loss of HP or the fish runs away. Let's see. How's the audio? Ah, there is no audio on the desktop. Okay, here. Okay, now there is. So, first we need to fix those two things. And later we may want to, like, add a aquarium, for example. I still need to make the graphics for the fishes, though. And also work a little better on the baits. So first of all, let's rework how this thing does. This is the fish. For now there is a placeholder picture. I should definitely translate all of this in plugin call, because it's always convenient to write on a plugin. Let's see, we can write on for other functions. Okay. Also, just last time I wrote some code so I can move pictures very easily. I don't think it will happen now because we work on events on the map, but it will definitely help. So first, do we have a fishing section? I'm pretty sure we have, because we made a function for that. Right? Here, get fish for fishing minigame. Here it is. I forgot how it's done. Region. Fishing. Okay, here, and it appears in a corner. You don't really see it, right? Here. Fishing. Yeah. I lost it again. Here, fishing. Okay, this is super convenient. Main menu. Okay. Yeah, I should do more order like this. And region. Easy. And I can also collapse it like this. Yeah! The main menu region. Here, okay. And the region. So we can even collapse the main menu now. Okay, just in case. So for fishing we only did this. We create a function and based on where we are, we create a fish pool. So later we might want to take parameters like place. By default it's 0. Because there is only one place for now. What we want to work on is, again, this event. As we saw, that event moves while we fish, but how it works is very scammed. Oh, not this one. Let's see again. So even if I get it right, it's not sure that it moves on the right. It depends, because if it gets a command on moving left before moving to the right, it overrides. So if I'm unlucky with the timing, I can do a lot of right presses, but nothing works. Let's see it more in detail, maybe. So first I need to find the code because it's a long time I don't touch this one. Also, yeah, we should definitely set up the pictures better. Like changing the size and everything. Yeah, this needs to be done on a plugin, but for now I keep it like this. I'm tempted to dance with the music, but I'm a PNG tuber, I cannot dance. That's unfortunate. So we want to work on the event number 6. That's what we are looking for. Here it's when the fish spawns, depending on, I suppose, yeah, from the parameter distance. And here it's the loop, right? What is this loop for? It breaks only when I reel the fish, or I lose. I don't see a condition for losing though. Ah, here. Okay, here. The fish moves left, and where is the fish moving right? I suppose it's elsewhere. I should add more comments on this. I vaguely remember how it works, because if you wait too much and it bounces on the side, you might lose some timing, or you might lose some points. So you don't want to bore the player, to bore the fish. It's called fish boredom after all. Maybe I can rework it later, but for now we want to rework the reeling, because it's really not well made. Got the joke? Really? Never mind. So here, bouncing too many times, you lose points. Okay. And you get points if it bounces right. Though again, as I said, having a command here to move it, it's not right. It's left. No, I mean, it risks to override the other commands, so you can get lucky or unlucky, depending on the movement pattern on everything. So we need to change this. We might want to delegate this one to a parallel process that keeps count of each point and moves it in a direction. That would also help the having a attack stat on the fishing rod. Yeah, there will be fishing rods. So instead here we think we should start placing stats here. So, var I don't really want to call it health points of the fish, but sure. Fish health points. Alright. Starts at 0. Not really HP. This is when going away. Also, we need, if it goes from 0 to a number, we need to define at which number they will escape. I don't think though this is the right approach, because we don't really have health points. Here, if the fish comes here, you win. If the fish goes here, you lose. Simple. So we should instead have some sort of toughness, I don't know. For example, if the fish is here, you need like 20 toughness to bring it one tile closer. Or something like that. On the contrary though, the fish, if you miss input, the fish like loses 20 toughness and moves one tile here. I don't know. So I would call it I would call fish tile points. Okay, the fish tile points is fine. So we can consider that the a tug of war on each tile. If each tile gets a tug of war at a certain threshold, it goes towards you. If it goes negative in the other direction, moves away. So we can do like start at 0, can go positive or negative. If it reaches a certain threshold, positive or not, it goes away. I think it's nice. And again, we might want to move here all the parameters. Like var fish tile, how did I call it? Toughness or threshold, we can call it. Point to reach to move the fish from the tile. Okay, those are pretty useful, I suppose. So here, instead of moving the fish left, you let's see, lose some fish tile points. I would say, yeah, that's a name I came up right now. And I put a negative one to show we got a negative value. We lost points. So here, function lose some fish tile points. Oh wait, lose, no, we should make like a change some fish tile points. Quest direction, by default it's +1. And it's simple, really. If the value is positive, it goes towards you, right? If it's negative, goes left. How does it work? We increase those ones, the fish tile points. We increase by a certain value. Let's call it let's see. Oh wait, it depends actually. It depends. Because if it's positive, then you grab it based on your fishing rod. If it's negative, it goes away based on the fish, based on the fish stats. So we should do a comparison. If the direction is more than it's 1 or more, sure. The tile points increase by your attack. Let's make 10 for now. If it's not 1, or we can go like strictly more than 0. And if it's negative, fish tile points decrease based on the enemy attack, or the fish attack, sure. We can make 10 again, for now. Later though, we need to read those values and use them here. It's not over though, because if the value reaches the fish tile threshold, we need to move it. To move it. So if after this fish tile points are more than the fish tile threshold, moves one tile closer. How do we make it move one tile closer? Good question. I don't know. Let's remember how to move characters, I suppose. Is there not a right? How do I move someone right? I forgot. Move. Not this. Actor. Movement here. I just want to. Here it is. Move left. Dot. Move straight in a direction. Super easy. We need to know what to move, which is game map, events, this event, that event ID. Okay, so we need to move game map, events, the event number 6, move straight towards the right, which is 6. In the case it reaches the negative threshold. Oh, come on. Then it moves on the right. Left. Okay, should be enough. Maybe. What do we need now? Well, first we need to replace the rest. So here, change some fish points, -1, but we need to also work on when we grab it further here. When you get the OK on the right moment, here, you move it on the right. That's it? No, here, if you miss it, it goes away again. Okay, let's see this simple change on quote simple and see what where it brings us. We only get it 10 points, right? It takes a lot. It's not moving! Come on! What are we missing? It's 76, it's right. Why it's not moving? We should have checked the value here. Fish tile points increase. And when they are more than 30, they move. We can make more points here, 20. I don't know about the rest though. Let's see the value if it changes. It's fish tile points. It's 0, okay, makes sense. What's now? 20. Okay, we need... it's decreasing. Because we are going... it's moving closer now. Then it works. Wait, why I don't see it moving? Or maybe it was the last case. Here, it's moving closer, never mind. Oh, okay, we forgot to reset the point, though. When we reach the threshold, it will always be above the threshold. So we need to... level down. We need to, like, switch to another tile. And we decrease the threshold, so it gets closer to 0. Same here. But we increase the threshold because it's negative. And should be enough. We may want to increase the points just to see it better. Let's see. Okay, we are wrong. Why it goes away all the way? That was pretty brutal. Very brutal. Why? It goes away every bounce. It should be reset. Let's see again. Why does it start at minus 30? That's unfair. Ah, okay, because... never mind. Okay. If I leave it here, I will get the value all the time. Minus 130? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Wait, is it spamming every frame or what? I feel like it's spamming it here. If boredom threshold is less than 0, it will do this. We should write it on the console. While removing the other things on the console, because there's definitely other stuff here, which is annoying. You know what's more annoying though? The mosquitoes. Ah! Sorry, random topic. But very sensible. Let's see. Console log. We can show direction, just to see how many times the game gets the command to move it away. Oh, come on. Throw. 1, minus 1, minus 1. Every bounce gets minus 1, okay. The fish is pretty brutal, right? What was the parameter? The boredom factor. Let's see both of those. Boredom threshold reset, but boredom factor is 1. Ah, 1 as a string. Only 1? This fish is brutal. Well, I think it can be balanced by just having a lower number here. Okay. Now probably is way more reasonable. Let's see. If I wait a little... 3 bounces goes away just... Huh? No, that's not how it should work. That's not how you should work. Huh? Okay, that makes zero sense. If we decrease the value even more, like 8, it should move only once, right? Let's see. Fish tile points. Let's see. They start at 0. We fish -8, -8, oh wait, -24, and -40 here. They're going away. But it's not resetting! Okay, the value is not changing. Why? Maybe this one... No, this one is definitely triggering. Why does this not change? I don't get it. Why this is not changing? If it's -70, we should add 30 every time, right? Alert. I'm stupid. We are not assigning this value. Okay, here. Now we are assigning the value. Now makes sense. Fishing game only? Well, the game is definitely only, no. Definitely a lot of things more than a fishing minigame. But today we are probably focusing on this. Though we can definitely finish early and do something else. Always developing, of course. I don't think though at this rate, but we will see. So -8, it's pretty lenient. Oh, what is? Yeah, I forgot to add anything in the alert. Oops. Let's remove this. And it moves away only one tile. Perfect. Now 2. And now it moves closer. Okay, that's perfect. We are getting points. Oh, we got it wrong, it's fine. I get some wrong, but it's fine. This is pretty easy. Also, I realized we need a differentiator. Because if you bounce, if you wait a little, you lose some points. But if you get it wrong, you lose other points. But this parameter should be different. Like if you get it wrong, I don't know, there should be a different weight on getting those wrong. Or maybe not. I don't know. I can definitely change it in the future. For now. What are we missing? Yeah, we need to insert here the points instead of using the default ones. For example, we need the user attack or the fishing rod attack. Okay, legitimate question. What is a fishing rod attack? Well, it's this. The fishing rod power-ups. I suppose the now one we need is real improvement. There is health, real improvement, speed. I forgot what those are though. Maybe speed is lower, okay. Lower indicator. Real improvement, I suppose again it's the strength. So that's the one we need. Here it's 8. Can definitely increase in the future. But we just need to read this value. So the value we need is not 20, but game variables value 103. The parameter number 1. Okay. And this will be 8. Now we need the parameters of the enemy, of the fish. which is both the fish attack, or whatever it is, and of course the fish type threshold, which because will be different depending on the fish. Oh, hello Zephyr, welcome to the stream. How it's going? We are making here some... Well, we are improving our fishing minigame now. we are now introducing stats like attack, like the attack stat of the fishing rod, and the speed, of course, of the fishing rod, which kinda works oppositely, since the faster your fishing rod is, the slower the fish indicator will be. So, still speed, okay? It's a fishing RPG, kinda. Though I kinda now want to add some spells. Would be nice, you know. Oh yeah, instead of... That's a good idea, actually. Instead of bait, I could use spells. Or I could use spells together with baits. Like the fire spell that the fish gets already cooked. The water spell where... I don't know. I have some ideas for that though. That's not that bad. Freeze the fish. Freeze spell is pretty broken. The freeze decreases a lot the fish speed. Yeah, I like the idea. Definitely, if I have time, I could add it. Good idea. So what I want to do now is get the stats of the fish. Should already be here, right? But I save it on global variables. I should have instead well, still global variables, but at least managed here in the game. And you know what? We can save everything in an array. Yeah, because here we get a random fish. And here after choosing the fish, we save the stats. So we should definitely store those in the plugin, but with better name. Or again, I can just get the... make an array for this. Huh. I wonder how should I approach it. Also, I was wrong because the value 1 is the health, your health, not your attack. So the attack is the number 2. Huh. Let me take some water and think. The most ridiculous spell, a tornado that rips the lake empty and the fish flop at the bottom. That's kinda broken and kinda hard to animate. I'm already struggling with a very simple and default art style, so I think looks kinda cool, but I don't have the way to make it, unfortunately. Or I would prefer to invest effort elsewhere, but that's kinda cool. So, how do we do it? We should just make an array. I think solves a lot of problems. Var fish stats, and it's an array of all the info. Let's see. We have... I forgot what those are for. We have the distance. We can make like this, where it spawns. Then we have reflexes. What is reflexes? I don't remember. The trigger sides, which trigger sides is sides of the hitbox during the minigame. We have speed. This is self-explanatory. I don't know what max error is. Ah yeah, max error is not a fish stat though. That's not a fish stat. We should have it as a different variable. Var. It's the player health actually. Fishing player stats. Player temp stats here. We can have one as the health, which gets defined later. Here, when you fish. Now, when you fish, and when you get a fish, here we define the player stat. The value 0 is the health. Okay, here. We need later to redefine every variable in the minigame, but I think it's worth it. Here's the speed. We can default everything to 1, sure. I don't know what grab time is though. Reflexes, huh? I don't know what it is. Then we have speed. Here it is. Fish attacks power. We should have it early, right? I would say number 1. Sounds nice. Attack power of fish. Then boredom factor, which is how many times the cursor needs to bounce before the fish getting bored and going away. Of cursor bounce for taking damage. I realized though that we are missing the animation for taking damage. While we... no, I think it still works. Because there is in the game. Though, weird that before I don't think I saw it correctly. 3... 6. Perfect, exactly 6. We need a bunch more though, which is the fish tile threshold. We can have it as a first parameter. Because it's kind of the health of the fish, kinda. So, 1. Fish tile threshold. Oh wait, it's already here. So yeah, we will use this one instead. We default to 10, sure. So now it's not a variable anymore here, but it's fish stat 0, which is again kind of the health. Health but with multiple bars, and you can heal. That sounds pretty hard though. Oh well, only on paper, I promise. I still don't know what reflexes grab time is. Oh well. So here are the stats. Every time you get a fish, you need to define those. Let's see. Here we define the player health, but here we define also those ones. We define those ones every time we catch a fish, so they get updated every catch. Let's see. Here it's fish stats, number, grab time, whatever it is I need to place some numbers. Wait. 1, 2, 3, so on. Here they are. So here we define everything. Distance is 2. And that's nice because if we want other parameters, like we did just now, the fish tile threshold, we can add them no problem here. Zelda music! Max error is the player health, which it was already defined here, so fine. The fish attack is 1, and the boredom factor is 6, right? Yeah. Okay, here we have everything. There's still a problem because we need to place them in the game. Can I screenshot? No, this one. Because there is a problem, we don't know to rename those in the game. You can't have this hype music in a chill music stream though. What is this? Epic, okay, but I'm not chilling, I'm vibing. Nah, I should be fine for now. So, no, wait, I'm vibing, I cannot. I'm sorry that music is too vibing for this stream. I don't know what catch loop is, but let's see. I hope we are not making too many. We are not. How do I say it? I hope we are not using global variables everywhere, because here I'm using global variables like there was no tomorrow. It works, okay, but this one should be inside the fishing, right? Okay. Okay, so at least this one shows that the first parameter is max health, not health. The next one is health. Okay. And those are temporary, so unless we get a debuffing attack, which I don't think fishing gives you, I think we are done with this stat. Okay, so errors should be called. Wait. This goes backwards, right? When it reaches 0, you. No, wait, it's not backwards. Never mind. It's like a normal health bar. Never mind. So yeah, it's a health bar. I'm wondering though, for easy readability, I should definitely have a different sort of container, right? How does it work? I should do something like this. I think it helps a lot with readability. Whatever this structure is called. Not working? Ah yeah, because we need the parameters. Tile health. Okay, like this. Attack. Spawn dist. Trigger size. Speed. Grab time, whatever it is, and boredom. Okay, and that's how we define the variable. I don't remember how to call it. I suppose I can just have here it is. Look at this. Fish stat, and we have everything. Maybe we can just fish stat and do dot speed. I think we can. Here, it's a number. Yeah. I'm loving this structure. I don't know why I never did it before. I love this thing. I love it. Too bad there's no autocomplete in the engine. We can still work on the plugin. Why there is still the hype music. too hype, too much hype. Okay, okay, it's calming down. We can do the same here. Max HP. And here it's current HP. Super simple. And here we can have fishing player temp stat dot HP. It's the stat max HP. Oh yeah, it's so readable here, so readable. I love this, I love this. Also the boredom threshold updates. So how, for example, each fish, for a fish, for example, if you miss it 3 times, you lose some distance. That means I need to keep account of the tree, the number of times it needs to bounce, and the current times it bounces when it reaches 3. So I need 2 ways to count it. Hey, hello! That's the return of Returnophilia. Now it's going. It's going pretty well. We are coding for a fishing minigame. Technically it's already done, but we are improving it and we are kinda rewriting it, so now it's not working, even if before it was. But it will definitely start working now, after I replace a bunch of things and add new ones. Let's see, boredom 1, and does the number goes, yeah, from high to low. So boredom count counts down, bounces before losing point. Okay. And I think we're gonna add others. It's no game if it ain't no fishing. I know. Though, even if this one is kinda coded like a normal fishing, the purpose in the game is definitely no. It's just to make you lose time, so it's not really as other fishing mini games for that. Okay, here we can define the fish stat, how it's called, boredom count. Having this is so convenient, wow. This is also very, very readable. We can keep those parameters for the bar. Correct for a healing, huh? I forgot about this. We should store this in the player. In the player stats. Let's see. Healing count. By default 1. Wait, I hope this one is not something it cannot be unchanged. I don't know this structure. Let's see. Just to be sure. Yeah, it's just an object, maybe. Yeah? Yeah, I can change it, right? Yeah, okay. I was later worried I'm doing all this work and later it was all for nothing. Because I hate when it happens. And no, it's not respawn banter. Because I chose to give priority to this other game for a lot of reasons. First, I feel like this one will get finished way earlier than Respawn Banter. Also, how to say, I think this one has a lot of potential for streamers and all, and I don't know, feel like I want to see people stream this. Let's see, let's see, this is the step before Respawn banter on publishing. And also because this game is kinda already done here, I think you recognize it. With a lot of improvements. Since I already had the base game, even if with a lot of additions, I'm working towards a Steam release. I don't know how to explain well my reasons, but I know I want to do this first. Well, there is an extra reason, which is the Respawn banter artist is taking a lot of time, too much time, but it's no excuse since I'm not continuing as well. I remember it, well, be ready to remember it even more. Because Rhea doesn't have, is not aware of tricks up her sleeve. Far from that. For example, the fishy minigame here, without making too many spoilers, is just to make the player lose time, hoping they will get sucked up by the gameplay and by the chill vibes. So I'm still replacing all the values here. So here we have fishing player temp stats. It's called healing count. Then catch loop okay, this one needs to reference reflexes. What is reflexes? Wait. It's... What is it? What's reflexes? What is this parameter reflexes? Huh? Maybe I shouldn't have replaced every parameter, right? Wait. Let's see again. Here, the grab time. Huh. Here, okay. So what it is? Catch loop reflex. I don't know what it means. I don't know what the hell this is. Reflexes, catch loop, huh? What is this? Oh no. Huh? What is this? It's when it escapes, maybe? No. Huh. Ah, yeah! Now I get it. Is how much time you have before fishing, before grabbing it. Now I remember. Time window to start the battle. Now I remember. Now I remember. So again, how it is? Fish stats. Grab time. Yes. Oh wait, it's this. It's taking some time to replace everything, but I don't know. I don't know, but what? What did I even wanted to do? Yeah, to globalize the variables and all of that. Yeah. Maybe I should have left them as they are. But I'm learning something again. The JavaScript structure is very useful, just like an object. I forgot, but I remember when I did this fishy minigame like 3 months ago, 4 even. Yeah, and I completely forgot everything. So let's see, catch loop is used here, but we can leave it here for now. What else? Fish, we don't need anything else. Here, the speed, huh? Yeah, the bar moves based on the fish speed. We can make fish stat plural. Stats, yeah. Speed. Super easy. Here, look at this. I almost remembered it. Bar X, bar Y, border, this is fine. Here, boredom threshold needs to change. I called it, well, boredom count. No, wait. It's decreasing, so it's definitely a value that changes. So, fish stats, boredom count, here. And if boredom count is less than 0, then you take damage. Because the fish got bored of you being incompetent and tries to move away. And when you take damage, the count resets. So fish stats, boredom. It resets to the maximum value. I know the feeling. Yeah, that's particularly bad since I have a lot of games I stopped, so returning to make them would be almost like doing it from scratch. It would be better to do them from scratch at this point. Okay. I think we updated the right values. Maybe there are others, but I don't see them for now. For now there aren't. Wait, waiting loop? Okay, never mind. Okay, that's everything in this page. It's not over, because we got common events and another event. Let's see. 56. Ah, we have 3 of those. The database is not used though, right? I think it's not used. Ah no, here it's when you get those, when you fish them. First, real color. Oh, we have too many values to change. Why didn't I do it on code straight away? Okay, for example, here the errors. This is your health. So it's fishing player temp stat, current HP. Also more readable HP. Here similar thing. HP slash max HP. It's how many health you have left. And do we need anything else? No. Here, if you have 1 health point left, what happens? It becomes a different color, okay. Now I think here, I don't remember actually. It's fine, it's fine. Here if you take damage from the fish, super easy. The HP decreases by the fish attack power. Oh wait, it's already done this one. Ah no, wait, we need to be careful because there are 2 sort of health points. We have the health point of the reeling and the health point of the fishing rod. The reeling health point is just the distance, not really health, but... Wait, so that means the fish attack... The fish attack is different because they can do damage in 2 parts. So we should instead use attack power of fish. We should make 2 attack powers. Rude attack to meow on your fishing rod, and we have the other one, escape attack. We can call it speed to retreat and run away from you tile by tile. Okay. So this is definitely rude, the rude attack. While for fishing, we use instead fish stats, the escape attack. Also, I forgot to replace all of these. So I need the tile health. We have a lot of things to replace. I would definitely love to do this out of stream again. Yeah, I should have thought it earlier. Not a thing to stream to replace a lot of names, I know, but at least it helps me to remember how it works. Let's see, now we have... Okay, fish tile points. We should also store this one inside. Like it's used here, for now. It's tile health. The health, how much attack you need to move the fish from one tile to another. Kinda. And we can keep the... No, we need to... Let's place this one inside as well. Tile max health. Okay, here. And we can have tile health. Or maybe tile... Okay. Goes from 0 to plus max HP and minus max HP. Okay, not really health, I know, but it's like RPG Maker terms, so everyone can understand, and me firstly I can understand. So this one is not health, it's max health now. The health is this one. That's a lot of replacement we have to do. I would be surprised if it works first try. Because it will definitely not. I promise. I may want to start and test, but I'm pretty sure everything will crash. We just need to replace here, maybe we are kinda done. There's still some stuff. What is this? Leniency? What was leniency? Ah, okay, leniency is not an important parameter. Not a parameter we defined. That's a long ass condition. Okay, it's fine. We don't need... Ah, here, trigger sides, okay. That's the only thing we need to replace, maybe. It's trigger sides. And that's everything here. He just resets the boredom threshold factor, which you already did here, so I'm just copy and pasting it. That's programming, like, right? Copy pasting all the time. Here it's similar, error and max errors. We already use them here. Though it's called HP and max HP. Because we are fancy, quirky RPG Maker developers. So we compare HP and max HP. What is this for? Yeah, if we hit the fish correctly, we kinda work towards healing 1 point from the health. That's a feature that's definitely very optional, but I wanted to do it nevertheless. I don't know what, sounded cool. So if the count reaches 0, we heal. And it resets. And so here your HP increases by 1. And if your HP is more or equal than the maximum HP, as everything works, the value levels up just to avoid getting above maximum HP. There is not overhealing here. That's everything. I'm pretty sure something will crash anyway, but wait. This one, did we check? It's fine, nice. Let's see if we missed something. I cannot have gotten everything in the first try, right? Okay, doesn't crash now, but I feel like we have 1 frame to catch the fish, and I don't know if I'm more inclined to go and fix it right away because I know the problem, or I should try to get the 1 frame fish catch. Why? I'm not getting the 1 frame fish catch, okay? So, the problem here is those values are not initialized, or at least some of those. Also because here they're initialized with the wrong parameter anyway. Here, I have them. I may wanted to try more one frame fishes, but that's also reaction time kinda, so definitely not. Grab, okay, it's already here. What was it? Spawn distance. Very convenient. Speed. Which attack is... we need 2 attacks, right, for the fish. Let's see. We can have the rude attack. We need also to define the other attack, though. The escape attack. That's why I'm saving all the information on the fishes themselves. Here. Attack. And we have the escape attack. I don't know about escape attack. We can set it like to, I don't know, to 5. But we need also to define other parameters, like there's a lot of parameters actually, like tile max head, which probably will be 10 we can make. Later definitely we can tweak up those values. We need escape at spawn distance, we have trigger size, speed, grab time, boredom. Okay, I think we have everything. Of course we need to place those on the shark as well. Shark has attack 2 and escape attack, let's make it crazy, 15. The time max health is 30, so we need a lot of attack to grab it. Yeah, that's a messy boss fight. We can make it a little less higher because it's definitely very messy. Okay, we also want to increase a little maybe the player strength. So 3. We can even make 4. Later I can definitely change those parameters. And we heal every 4 hits. Okay. What are we missing here? The other parameters. Boredom here, and we also need to have the boredom count, which resets with this. Maybe it's already done by default. Oh, I did it. Oh well. Also, rude attack, escape attack here, and we need to set the default even for the other ones. Like, we need. That's a lot of stuff. Fish stats, tile max health, which is tile max health. I suppose it's the full name. Aha. And also define the health of each tile. Again, defaults. Ah, wait, no, it defaults to 0. That one. And that's it, right? Boredom count, tile health, rude attack, escape attack, rude buster attack. No, that's another thing. Trigger size, spawn distance, grab time. Are we missing something? I think we don't. The player stats we are missing, but that's just 2 or 3 of them. So here we have max HP. Also we define the HP, sure. And we define for last the healing count, of which defaults to another value. I think it defaults to the maximum. Yeah, to the maximum. Okay. We are done, please, we are done setting variables. I need to try the fishy minigame. Here, finally. I think it's missing something. What I need to press? Something is very cursed about this. Why cannot it just be right? What's your problem? Stop the music. We may want boss music, maybe. Let's see. First, the trigger. Trigger size is not triggering, whatever. Maybe because I suppose the picture is shown more than once, right? Maybe I'm here. Okay. I'm pretty sure I forgot it somewhere. Fish stat, trigger size, and that's one thing. But I feel like something else was not working. For now we see. Yeah, I figure I cannot press. Oh wait, is it Visustella? I'm pretty sure it's Visustella. Visustella doesn't tell you if there is some problem, which is very, very, very upsetting, because I want to know if there is a problem in my game. Okay. Yes, thanks, not Visustella. Also, I wanted to place Trickdorf, not Wide Smile Dorf. Here, take this Trickdorf. Okay, because it's not distance. It's where the fish spawns. Here. It's not distance. Now it's called fish spawn distance. The higher, the further away. Now we can work. Let's see. We got the shark. Also trigger size again, not found. Should be here. Let's see. Ah, here, trigger sides. Again. As fish stat. Oh, wait. Fish stat. Trigger sides. Simply called. Oh, trigger sides. Easy. This definitely needs to stay in the code because here it's very hard to read. Trigger sides again. And maybe we are done. I don't think there are other conditions. And I don't know if it's using trigger sides again. I don't think so. Please work. Please work. Oh, hello Summit. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I read it a little late, but I sometimes don't see the other chat. Let's see. Fish stat, huh? Well, I think I forgot something here. Okay, we may want to move some of these to the code because we don't know where the hell the problem is. Ah, wait. Is it fish stat in caps locks or uppercase? No. Fish stat. Ah, stats with an S. Yeah, I definitely need something in the fish stat versus fish stats. That's why I hate plurals in the variable names, but it's a little too late. And welcome to the stream, Windrider. How it's going? We are just having the joy to replace every variable of the game. Yay, well, of the minigame. Here, fish stats. That's easy. I feel like we might see the same error happen again, but for now, let's try. Oh, not a problem. No, we get it wrong and it's getting away. I get it wrong. It's pretty generous about that though. It's not moving. Maybe I should. Yeah, it's taking too long. You're taking too long. Is it moving? Huh? Huh? Game. Is it moving here? We need to check. Fish stats. No, not a number, huh? That's why it's not working. Tile health is not a number. Huh. Did I write it wrong? No. It's 0. I defaulted to 0. Why it's not a number? Ah, I get it, because tile max health is 10 or space 10, even worse. Space 10. I like, what's your favorite number? Oh, is it 7? No, it's space 10. Oh, you mean 10? No, I said space 10. Come on, what is this? Space. I'm into space. Space 10. Okay, I get it. I need to convert them to integers. It was percent, right? Perfect. Space 10, huh? I feel like I should parse more of those. Attack, yeah, let's parse everything. I will parse your face, I will parse your mom, I will parse your waifu and make it mine. I need to start being more a waifu streamer, or I might be out of a job. Okay. I think we got what we needed. Okay. Now we shouldn't have problems. Maybe. It's getting closer. Wait. Did we won super fast? Which is the tile to win? I think, yeah, we won. We just are missing the animation. Ah, yeah, because we are not waiting. The movement here doesn't wait. Not a big deal, but could be kinda annoying. I think when we win, we should just have a small wait. Where do we win? Ah, here, okay. We wait 30 frames. Gets closer. Come on. Aha. I think it works. Now, let's try with a shark. Eat. It's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah, because if you don't get it on the bounce, it goes away. You lose some points. Oh, wrong one. Ah, because if you use a fish shouldn't be in that menu. Wait. Should be a normal item. It shouldn't appear in the bait menu. And the shark moves away. I'm doing everything right and it still goes away. I think though this is fine. Maybe I should have more like a time limit to make it go away instead of bounces. I think counting the bounces is not the best solution. I should just count frames. I think it's better. Yeah, let's switch to count frames because I don't like the thing that if you go one side to another without getting it right, the fish will get away. Though it doesn't feel natural. And you can definitely get screwed very easily. So we should just instead get a counter for the fish. But it moves away. How do we do? We could make that based on the value it counts a specific way. I will see. Oh, and look, Kaboom, welcome to the stream. We are making a fishing minigame and I feel like we are working on this for too long. But it's a fishing minigame, kinda required, right? So we could call this every time we need. Every frame even, if it's needed. Yeah, we could make it a float instead of an integer. Like, for example, each frame, the fish moves away 0.1 tiles or something like that. Yeah, could, or we can just make every second. I think every second it gets some points is more reasonable. I ate fish sticks for dinner today. Ha! Now you will find out who fishes those fishes. So you can learn who to thank for your dinner. Let's see. I think instead of the direction here, we should have like the direction is fine, sure. If it's more than 0, then we got a point right and we are dealing damage. If it's less than 0, that means the enemy, the fish, did damage to us since we missed an input. Also, we can return with the music. Okay. Else, if it's exactly 0, time passes. We do the same thing. You know what? We could have the condition here inside, because basically it's a similar thing. So if the fish is going away, we need to find out. Well, we will call this function in two occasions: when we miss an input, so the fish will go away, or when we wait a little, which is a different sort of fish getting away. So if direction is 0, we should, let's see, we should decrease the value in a way instead of the other. The other is this. Okay. And the other is escape attack, idle attack. What's the idle attack? I would say passive aggressive, passive escape, I will call it, which is another parameter for the fish, which we replace the boredom feature, which that's kinda awkward. Passive escape. How much to escape each frame? Each second. Only 1 second. I'm going to a concert. I got a free ticket. Oh, that's nice. A nice surprise. I never heard a full wear album in my entire life. Well, now it's the right time to hear some albums, right? Now you're finally discover that music. You are still getting a free weekend off or whatever day it is, and you get a chance to hear some music, which you might like. So I think it's a pretty positive thing nevertheless. I'm not a big fan of going in crowded spaces, but I would still try. What was I doing? Yeah, adding a passive escape parameter, which we now need to add to the fish stats. Here. Which needs to be added to the fish parameters. Passive escape. Let's see how much each second. Also, this needs to be multiplied by the player speed, because if the player is super fast and the fish acts super slow, this count is kinda screwed, so we need to multiply it later. For now, how much do we want here? The tile max health is only 10, so we should have like he will escape, he will move back each 3 seconds. I think it's reasonable. While for the shark, oh well, the shark. We can have More than a third. 14. This means, though, there won't be the where it is, the fish boredom feature. So we can just toggle it off. Easy. Now, do we need anything? Yeah, we need to... Ah, it's already here, nice. Then we are done. Let's see it now in the works. Let's see. The fish. It's not moving away. What's happening? Oh yeah, because nothing says to the game to like do the thing every frame. Good point, Waldorf. Good point. How do we do a thing that runs every frame? Well, it's simple, right? Doing the fishing. Right, I recognize this music. Ah, it's super familiar, come on. It's a Nintendo music. I think the band Greenway also will be at the concert. Well, more opportunities to know more music. Unfortunately, I'm not the type to follow any kind of music. That's why I know 0 names. 0, I say 0. Or, okay, maybe 5, 6, but nothing more. I can reach 8 if I really want. But nothing more. It's Wii Sport, yeah, good point, yeah! That was it. Some music are always recognizable and memorable. I don't really listen to music either. Yeah, but I personally, when you tell me, oh yeah, there is this artist, yeah, I know, and I say, who is this guy? And they always say, you don't know him! Oh, come on, I don't care, okay? I don't care. Let me listen my video game music and Water Flame and I will be fine. So, we need to use the variable 150... Wait! This one is already a loop. Oh, we can make another one, sure. Doing the fishing. We wait 60 frames. And we call this one with parameter 0. And let's... Oh wait, it's not a parallel... Needs to be a parallel process, because otherwise it won't start. It only triggers when you talk, and you don't really want to talk to random invisible events in the middle of a minigame, right? Let's see now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it moves. It definitely moves. Let's get it closer, though. Oh, I did some combo. I feel, though, maybe the number should be lower. Because I'm taking too long. I feel that if I... Yeah, I have an idea. If you do it right, the counter restarts. We can make it maybe a little less. But if you miss some inputs, it restarts. It doesn't reset. If you make a combo, this never triggers. How do we do it though? Huh. How do we reset a counter? We need to make it manually. Well, you know what? This is a parallel process, which only triggers if you press OK. But when you press OK, there's a cooldown, so I'm not sure. Well, Technically, if you get it wrong, there is a wait, but you still lose points, so it's fine. And if you press it right, it waits 18 frames, so it's still a win. So we can do this. This one can go away, and we implement it here. So, again, we need to make a loop where we count each value, but it's simple. So, loop. We need to define a start of the loop though. We can make, sure, we can make this. Fish passive run loop count. Long name, I know. If the value doesn't exist, we create it. That's a good way to do it, I hope. Let's see, how much do we want to count from? Let's say 40 frames. We can also make if it's 0. No, it's another thing. We can now have it like this. So we have a loop. Each moment of the loop we decrease the value by 1. It's like counting every frame. And after 40 frames, we trigger something we want. Oh wait, we don't want... never mind. The loop will stop all the conditions before. Everything, the entire thing is a loop that runs every frame, so that's not a problem. This one decreases, and if that thing is less or equal to 0, we reset and we apply the thing. Also, we reset it even... I think it's better if we count up, because the starting value is always 0 in case we want to change it. It's better to count up, maybe. Okay. So again, I can just copy this and place this one when I need. Instead of, if I want to change the number later, I need to change it in 2 places. I always try to make it like I need to change less things than usual. That's why I'm slowly learning how to make a code more changeable and make things even for the long run to help me. For example, for the title screen, I made some sort of plugin. It's not the best explained one or documented one, or not like the opposite, but it's super convenient. What is it? Here, practical pictures. It's simple. You give a pic ID and you can just say what you want to change. Like, if I have a picture and I want to move it like 20 pixels on the left, I just say picture 20, move it relatively on the X 20 pixels. Easy. I don't need to say every time, oh yeah, the file ID is the coordinates are those exact, and the scale is 120, the opacity is 255. No, I just need the picture ID and the parameter I want to change, instead of redefining everything. That's super convenient. I should publish it, but I don't want to like write stuff, make a plugin call. That's a little boring. What were you doing? What were we doing? Yeah, I wanted to reset the counter when we get a bottom right. So here then. Okay. Let's see now. So, not defined. I know. Wait. I know it's not defined. That's why I placed this one. If it's undefined, then you set it up, right? Why does it have to be so difficult? Okay, though interesting, this runs. This one doesn't run, so there is somewhere else that it appears. But here I define it, so where's the problem? Can I just have the condition here? Does it work like this, or... You know what? I don't care, let's define it before. Here. Okay, now it's way better. We should definitely though define it after we throw the fish. Here. They throw the fishing rod. Let's see. It goes away. Goes away, but if we start doing it, it's in a cooldown. And it doesn't get a lot of points. Is it? You know what? At this point, do we have button pictures? No, no, I mean text pictures. Haha, nice. I want to do something very convenient for us. Text picture. The text is control character. Ah, come on. I want to place a variable. Sure, we can add them on soluzione nascondino, incredible variable name. I don't remember what it was even for. Ah, yeah, I remember. An important thing. Okay. Variable 14. So now we will have a picture that shows us, tells us the values we need. And I think it's very important here. Here it is. You look at this. Look at this. Though I feel like the layer is the wrong one. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it stops and it resets. Pretty nice, huh? It doesn't though stop, it just resets. I think it should be better, like instead of setting it to 0, we should decrease it by a fixed amount. So we get like 1 free second every time. Which I think is better. You see, it's negative at some point. Though there's a problem, it can definitely go over limit and you are starting to gather a long number. Okay, yeah, that's a long number. Maybe you shouldn't go below a certain threshold. Here. If less than minus 60. Or we... minus... yeah, 40, 60. 60, then we default to minus 40 or whatever it is. Yeah, pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. I also like the idea that it speeds up at some point. Okay, we got the fish. Let's try the shark now. Okay, Kaboom, thanks for coming then. See you another time. I'm sorry I missed your messages, but I was a little too focused here. Let's see the shark. I don't really like the the weight though. I don't like the weight. Maybe it should be done better. Maybe there should be just a small break. Maybe 60 is too much. I will go 20. Maybe it's more reasonable. Also because the shark is... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even decrease it? Huh. I think a low number is fine though. A low number is fine actually. I think it works pretty well if you do a right combo. I think I just need to find the right number to give the player some peace in the middle. Because it definitely cannot avoid to make the fish trigger sometimes, but it's not like it's running super further away. Though also it's to be considered that the counter stops for some seconds when you get something right, so there's already a reward for that. We can stop at -10 maybe. And I will try the shark, but I don't think we are gonna do anything right. Oh, we got a shark by pure chance, okay. We can do it. Yeah, we are not doing it. Never mind, we are not doing it. Also, decided we need to fix this one. When the fish goes away, this still appears. The game is not over. Let's see, it always ends when we are out of health. Let's see, damage, no, recolor. Here, game over boy, and we deactivate the variables. That's super simple. When you reel them, or when the fish goes away, which is the messed up lose condition. That doesn't work. Oh, where is it? Here maybe? Yeah, when the fish goes away. Though this one now only triggers for the boredom, so we need other conditions for this. Though for now we need also to deactivate the other variable. Okay. Let's see. This is when the bar bounces. I think we can just take this one, comment all this stuff. We don't need any of this now, right? No, this one inverts the bar direction, but that's it. This one is not relevant. It was all about the fish boredom. Which we don't use anymore. Let's see. Anymore, anymore, I meant anymore, okay. And here we control every frame if the fish runs away. Easy. Okay, now should work perfectly. I hope. Go away, my fish. Go away to space. I already lost. Oh well. Wrong one. I'm doing some sick combos though. Not anymore. Okay. And we lost. Easy. Easy. Ah, that's a normal tuna. That's why it's so easy. Though I feel like we should increase the stakes. Or not stakes, more like... let's see. Well, there are some parameter tuning I need, but for example, the tile should be way stricter on the time. So it means I can grab fishes way more fast. Look at this. But that also means if I get it wrong, the fish will run away a little more. Here. For example, the rude attack is only 1, which is... oh, wait. The escape attack is... We should increase the running away if we get a wrong input. But now I think it's balanced. The escape attack should be very high here. Okay, 20. Again, I need some fine tuning, but I think it works. I just need to find the right balance. So if I get it wrong, it definitely goes away. Oh! It's dashing away, wow. We lost him for good, I see. I feel like we are not grabbing a lot of that, though. I should like... if you do a combo or something, I don't know. Still feels like a lot. Huh. I don't know. I need to think on this. Though I have plenty of time to fix it. For now it's working. We get a fish. We get also the sides of that. We should maybe have... I will boost my attack so we can see how it is like. Look at this, it dashes. I won already. And 20 centimeters long. We might want to work on the record next time. $24 new record. Normal size. Okay. The record is working. That's pretty nice. Oh, 38 centimeters. We now may need an aquarium to display those records. No record, unfortunately. I like the idea of fishing for records though, that's pretty lovely. I also think the range is pretty wide. Just the highest numbers are very uncommon. $26. I don't know, I like already the fact that you can make a record for fishes. I should like... I wonder what's the maximum value. Let's see. And then we might stop. Because it takes 3 random numbers. Then chooses the one closer to the middle here. And then multiplies it by 5. That's a peculiar formula, I see. Since those are closer to 0.5, it's probable that the medium size is multiplied by 1. But in case they are the minimum value, which is 0, it gets multiplied by 0.125. So the minimum size, no, the medium size will be like reduced by 10%, 90% almost. Let's see. The tuna, for example, is medium size 200 millimeters. And the minimum is 2 centimeters, right? Yeah, 2 centimeters. Ah no, that's the shark, never mind. The tuna here. Yeah, 2 centimeters. And the maximum size is 1.5 times 1.5. How much is this? Three times the size. Not a lot, but 60 centimeter tuna is pretty big tuna, so I think it makes sense. Okay, I'm happy with the formula for the medium size of a fish. And we did 2 hour stream and we barely did anything. Nah, we fixed the fishing minigame a little. Next time, I don't know what to work on. But there is still stuff to do, I don't know, I will see. Though I'm saying I'm doing pretty cool stuff for the game. I wonder if I can keep a leaderboard for who gets the bigger fish. I think it's a thing for later. For now, we can stop the stream. Let's see. We can raid Meowie. They're playing Look Outside. I'm looking, but I don't see anything. Oh well. That's a lot for today. Thanks again for coming by. We'll see you each other tomorrow, where we play other Maker games from the from itch.io, random games. And the day after tomorrow we try a gacha game, like the waifu horse girls gacha game. Don't judge me, I don't care. Thanks for coming, and see ya whenever it happens. Hello 10, we were just ending, but thanks for coming by. See ya to everyone.